Hey, AP Biology and Freshman Biology here. Today I need to show you how to use the microscope if you're a remote learner. Right now this is all you're going to be able to see. I'm going to ask you some questions about it, so you need to pay attention. This is a compound microscope and it has several objective lenses. The eyepiece is 10x. See if we can get you to see the eyepiece there. This is the eyepiece up here that's 10x. These are the objective lenses. You have to multiply these two together. Now the key on the microscope is when you get the slide in here, you always have to start with the shortest objective lens, the little one. Right? Now the little one is 4. So it's going to be 10 times 4. It's going to be 40 power. What that means is I'm going to be able to see 40 times my normal vision. Okay? Now, once you get it in power here, these microscopes are nice because they have parfocal ability. I'm going to go to the highest power, and it always looks like it's going to hit the slide, but it will not as long as you are in focus on the lowest power. So you get in focus on the lowest power, then you go to the highest power, and you won't hit the slide. Now, here's the most important part of this lesson. When you are on the highest power, you can never, ever use the big knob. This coarse adjustment knob moves the stage very quickly, and it will destroy not only the slide, but the objective lens. So if you learn nothing else today, there's two things. You always have to start on the lowest power, get it in focus in there. You can use the coarse adjustment knob all you want, the big knob. Once you're in focus and you go to the highest power, looks like it's going to hit, but it's not. At this time, you can only use this knob down here. This is the fine adjustment knob. And it's fine because it moves it very, very small, the stage. Now your slide will fit here on stage like so. You could clip it right in there. There's a nice light. We got some cool microscopes. You don't even need to plug them in, right? The light works down there. And there's also in the front, this iris, this lever down here. This lever way down here is going to adjust the light. So if you have dark things, you may need to adjust that light accordingly. All right. So turn the power on here. That's the light. This is called the stage. Your slide goes on here. When you get things in focus, we're always going to go on the lowest power, get it in focus using the big knob. That's the coarse adjustment knob. Once you're in focus on low power, you can go to the highest power. Now what happens there is you lose the field of view. The field of view gets smaller and smaller. And when it gets smaller, it gets darker. So you may have to adjust with the diaphragm, the light down here. Okay? Obviously, you're going to look in the eyepiece up here. These are nice cameras. You can actually put your phone up, nice microscopes. You can actually put your phone up to the eyepiece and take a picture of whatever you want to see. Even if you're learning remote, I'd love for you to come in and we'll take a picture of one of your cheek cells. And you can see the 6-footed DNA inside your cheek cell's nucleus, which is pretty cool. So what I have here now, I'm going to switch cameras and I'm going to show you the simulation of this little microscope over here. So here, I'll go back a minute. Yeah, so this little microscope attaches in, and if you can't make it in, then you're going to see most of your items with this little microscope here. But the nice thing about this one is I can put this under, I can plug it into the computer, and there obviously is a nice picture of Penny, right? There's Abe, there's the word Liberty. And the thing is, when you look at a stage under the microscope, you got to remember that everything is backwards. If I want to move things up, I actually have to move it down on the stage. If I want to move them to the left, it's actually to the right. So everything is going to be the opposite of what you think. And that'll come important if I'm chasing little critters around under the microscope, some live creatures that are really small. You get used to it after a while. Anyway, we're going to use the microscopes to look at our cheek cells. We're going to look at a few other cells. And before you use those microscopes, hopefully you're going to watch this video. Okay, thank you very much.